Hello, I'm the Budget Modeler, and welcome to episode 1 of my buddy builds. And we're going to be building the Revell 172nd Tornado GR1. So let me introduce my buddy from the other side of the world. Literally, it's Mr. John Marley. Hello, John.
How are you, Steph?
I'm fine. How the devil are you, young sir?
Oh, excellent. Just excellent.
So what have you been up to today?
Not that much. I just went down to the local brick and mortar hobby store and bought, well, not much. All I bought was just steel, AK's steel, extreme metal. That's pretty much the highlight of my day. But there's a beautiful day here, so I went down on the scooter. I've got a PRGO scooter, 250cc sort of thing like that. So yeah, just had a lovely day of that, and just stopped off and got a coffee somewhere and just did my own thing. What about yourself?
Me, I've done absolutely well. I've got everything ready for this morning. Had a bit of a chilled morning. It's beautiful weather here. I keep getting distracted because the spit's out from Sywell doing.
Oh yeah.
What they have is Biggin Hill Spit and also Grace's Spit do flyabouts, and they do it over the local area. So they're always over us, and it's sort of like twitch, twitch, twitch. So we are building the Revell 172nd scale Tornado GR1, as shown there by John. So if we come across to you, John, and you can run through what you're doing, where you're up to, and what's going on.
All right, so changing camera angles. So this, as Steph just explained, this is a kit we're doing, but I'm not doing particularly this version. The same plastic has been released by Edward last year as this one, a Desert Babe. Sorry about the glare. 72nd scale. So this obviously has a choice of, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8 different desert ones. I don't particularly want to do a desert one myself, but it comes with lovely bits of Photo-etch and resin. What have we got? Resin wheels, resin seats. Yeah, all sorts of greeblies and that sort of thing. So that's what I'm planning to do, is embellish mine with all that sort of stuff. It's going to be small, but don't want to do a desert one per se. This is partly for a group build on another page I follow on Facebook called Strike Eagle Models. Basically, being the 80th anniversary of the Dams raid by 617 Squadron, build any 617 Squadron aircraft, and that's the one I want to do. I've chosen to do a Tornado. Now, bring up just a picture on my phone. The first Tornado kit I built was that one there, which is a Hasegawa 617, a Dam Buster one. And that's the only Tornado kit I built. In fact, that one, as it turns out, was the first release of the 100 and 1,000 odd Hasegawa re-releases with different markings and everything else. But that's the look I want to go for. So what I had done previously is bought an extra decal special schemes decal set, mainly grey. This is mainly farewell of the Tornado, but one of them was, that's right. This one here was painted to do the retro sort of scheme from the 80s, and I was going to build it, but it doesn't. That's not a 617 Squadron aircraft per se. This one in here is a 9 Squadron. Right. So that's a decal set I'd purchased earlier, but all very nice. What's happened since is I've managed to find the Revell boxing that I held up earlier. That has the original decals in it, well, the re-release of all the stencils and everything else. So I'll be using those ones. And a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, has given me, I had trouble finding 72nd scale 617 Squadron decals, but he gave me a sheet with them included. So what I'm doing is, in a way, it's a retro build of the first Tornado I did in the same squadron, same markings. Cool. With the other extras I'm throwing in, it had under the the central fuselage
On the shoulder pylons.
shoulder pylons. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, right. A cluster munition, a JP233. Now, these aren't available on the boxing that we've got, so these are extra brass in ones, and they're all very nice. So basically, you just get 2 of those in resin, lovely detail on them, a couple of bits of decals and stuff. So I'll throw them under the bottom because that's what my original kit had. And I've also gone ahead and purchased a top-notch mask set. This, it's a straightforward camouflage, but it being 70-second scale is quite small. So this has lots of sheets, and they're all color coded. So we'll see how that goes. I've used top notch before; they're very, very good. But I just decided, I'll give this a go just because of the size of it. And it arrived very quickly from the UK within about 2 weeks, which is phenomenal of them. I think I'm going to use them again. So that's me. So what I'm up to then, I haven't gotten too far. Basically, I've put Photo-etch into the tub there. So it's chop out the rotor pedals front and back and replace them with about 4 or 5 bits of brass. And the side consoles and the little box at the back are all sort of done. Now, they're molded in a really bright color that doesn't match the interior of the Lightning too well. So basically,
Tornado, not lightning.
Oh, sorry. Yes, as Steph knows, I'm working on another one in the background. So it's like when I was doing the Vulcan build, all I kept saying was Victor, and vice versa. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going for a lighter grey interior colour than what would probably otherwise be on the actual aircraft, just to make the Edward Photo-etch look a little bit not stand out as much. But that's fine. And this one has the 2 seats, and that's all I've done. So I haven't even done the central combing, haven't painted the seats yet. I'm about to start all that. So you guys get to watch me go cross-eyed.
Yay.
And
Cool.
Well, what about Steph?
Right, me. So, I keep clicking the wrong blooming button. Right, so let me flick over to my top cam. So, I, many moons ago, was building 15 Squadron Tornado, 75th anniversary, and my dearly departed puppy decided to take a disliking to it. That is all that's left.
Oh,
it was painted, glued up, ready for decaling. Started doing these, and went out one night, and the dog decided to chew the whole lot up. So that's all that was left. So I managed to salvage from it the cockpit. So this is a cockpit that will go in the aircraft eventually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the cockpit and the seats up along with John, so I don't get too far ahead of him. I've managed to salvage as well 1,500 litre drop tanks.
Oh.
Boson ECM. And remember, when you look at the... oh, another thing, John.
Yeah.
The Edward kit is a reboxing of the Revell.
Yes.
Also, when you look at it, the BozPod, which fires out the chaff and flare, should be angled away from the aircraft, not towards it. The angle on the Revell kit is wrong.
Okay.
Okay, and that goes on the right-hand side of the aircraft.
Right.
Always. So you've got a layout like that. So there's those parts. I'm also going to be doing Ackies, which are acquisition sidewinders. So they've got their noddy caps on ready. I've got an Airmaster, Pitot, and ADA probes. I've got figures. These are from where are they? I will tell you in a moment. I've got my big box of crap and shit in it. They are from Pricer.
Oh, I haven't heard of those.
That's what they look like when they're painted up in German colours, but they'll be different. I'll be doing those in brick colours.
Right.
I've also got this, by the way, is going on a diorama, and that will also have a hooching, which is the power unit that we used to start the aircraft up with. It's going to have a nitrogen trolley, an oxygen trolley, like that. Towing arm. Come on. Oh, stop playing silly buggers. A towing arm. And I've got a load of stuff from David Parkin at Flightpath. It's also going to have these on it, which you cannot get hold of anymore. These are CBLS 200 carry bomb light stores. So this is what they used to drop from, instead of dropping £1,000 all the time.
Okay.
So that either had 3 kgs or 28 pounders on it. There you go.
Practice bombs, you're saying? The little blue ones?
Yep, that's your shoulder pylon.
Hmm.
Goes on the shoulder of the aircraft. So I'm having those on there. And I've got the usual restricted danger, aircraft armed, danger aircraft armed, all that sort of stuff on there. I've got fire extinguishers, RBF tags, remove before flight tags. So I've got the straightforward red and white ones, and I've got the ones that say remove before flight. So yeah, this is going to be quite a hectic one, and I've got an absolute bag full of decals. Look at that, look. And also it's going to be Foxtrot ZA466, and it's going to have a bright red tail. Because some of you may not know, but the Tornadoes, when they're out in Germany, had a bright red tail, because in the late 80s there was lots of air misses and stuff like that, so they painted the tails bright red. So that is why they had,
I didn't know that. Yeah,
bright red tails. So where's the destructions hiding? They are under there, are they not? Yep. So let's get making models. So anybody who's watching, if you'd like to ask us any questions, if you'd like to ask John about piece by piece and what it is, if you want to ask me about anything Tonka, please feel free to. Can't say I'm going to answer you properly, but hey, I'll give it a go. But yeah, all I'm going to do is just make up. I'm just going to be building with John, just so I don't get too far ahead.
Yeah.
Because also what I'm going to be doing is, on the side of a Tornado, without dropping the bloody sprues on the floor. Clever, well done. Just get there. Right. On the right hand side, under here, just under the intake, was what we called the liney panel, which had your fault diagnosis system and your refueling port. So I'm going to be cutting that bit out, boxing it in, making little bits and pieces there. I've got all sorts of little bits that I can take open panels up and all sorts, but I am not going to be doing that. So also on here, I've got to take, give me something to point with. This will do. The combing there off, because I've already got one. So that's going to be coming up as well.
So the one that you had started previously, was that a Revell kit as well?
Yes, that was a Revell kit.
Right.
So let us begin.
Yay! So I literally haven't done a Tornado since that one I built would have been about 1989 or so. And yeah,
Yeah.
love the plane, but I haven't done another kit. Been slack. But no, this is good. I was going to build it anyway, and Steph said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Sure. All right.
I tell you what,
Mm.
there's a lot of flash on this kit. Oh yeah, on this kit, John,
Yes.
when you do the intakes, it's best to do the intakes before you glue them on. Because they don't sit properly.
Okay.
They're horrible.
Right, because so I'm using the Edward instructions because of the included photo. It should be easier to follow. So this one here is saying that you basically have the intakes separate. Is that what you mean, or do you mean
Yeah.
a different way of?
You make the intakes first because they're a nightmare. They don't sit properly together.
Okay. Nice to know. I'll probably get it wrong and forget when I get up to it anyway, because that's me.
Oh, just when you get to it, Steph, did you say something about intakes?
I'll
Are
forget to
you
do that.
using the seats that come with the?
No, I'm using the Edward resin ones that came with the Edward boxing.
Okay.
So they've got.
Can I have a quick look?
Certainly, it's probably hard to see.
Let me just put you full screen.
No, I don't think it'll help. I don't think my camera focuses.
Yeah. Right. You
If I
see on the
could,
side of the seat, on the left-hand side of the seat, have they got a
yeah,
hoop?
they do.
Right. Snip that off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So going into the
That's
instructions.
false. That's what that goes into. That goes into the PSP, the pilot, not the pilot survival pack. That is the. That's where all his oxy hose and everything else goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was never there.
Okay.
Never, ever, ever have I seen a Tornado ejection seat. Give me a second, I will show you. Never, ever seen an ejection seat with that hoop on the left-hand side.
There you go.
That's where his jobby stuff went. So that's where that went.
I would have thought all the seats would have been the same.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Marley. It says good evening from Perth. It's young Paul.
Hello. I have a twin brother, Paul. He's working away at the other side of the country, Perth, Australia, not Perth, Scotland.
Right, I need a file. Where's my files gone? Have I put them away? I think I probably have. This will do. I don't know about you, John, but
Are you
because I was brought up, well, I say
on the wrong
brought up,
continent?
I did my MEX course using metal files and stuff. I find doing this a lot easier with metal files. I can control them a lot more. How do you feel about that?
Well, it depends what you're doing. As
Right.
opposed
Do
to
you ever
what?
use the other files? So, for example, where are they?
Metal files?
These
No.
standing sticks. So you always
No,
use metal files.
the flory ones are very hard to find over here, so I don't tend to. I have a metal set, and I just
Yeah.
use it. Yeah.
I'm like you. I always use metal files. Unless I'm doing curved parts of an aircraft. So, like seam bashing,
Mhm.
I'll use my own ones. I've got two different styles. I've got this one, which is really soggy foam,
Oh yeah.
which I use to initially take the worst off. And then I've got this more slightly denser foam when I need to really start to get it smooth and correct in place. So yeah, it's the only time I use foam files is for doing that. But look, I've got another comment from Paul. He says, "All Perth, Tasmania."
Oh, of course.
Snippety snip, snip, snip.
So, Steph, you used to work on Tornados, is that correct?
I did, yes.
How long were you on them for?
I worked for 3 years on GR1s and for 4 years on F3s.
There you go. I know next to nothing about them. So, as far as I'm aware, the F3s have a longer, larger radar. They're the air-to-air interceptors, where the other ones are multi-role. Is that correct?
The F3s have got a larger nose to accommodate the Fox Hunter radar, and they also have a longer back end
Oh,
because of
didn't know
the difference in the, oh good lord, reheat. So it gave it better acceleration.
There you go.
So that was that.
Bird life you have over there is very different from the bird life here.
That's somebody trimming their lawn that you can hear.
No, all I can hear is a bird.
Ah, okay, then yeah. We've got a very noisy back garden because both us and our neighbours
Like that.
have bird stuff out. We have bird seeds out, so we get a lot of birds. And then all of a sudden, everything goes absolutely mental.
Mm-hmm.
And that is because the kites are out, the red kites. We have a family of red kites that come bimbling around us. And all the birds go absolutely bananas. Because they're going, clear off, leave us alone. We don't want you. Go away. Leave off. Leave us alone.
So,
Okay, we've
right.
got a comment now. We have got Nick W. Good evening from Perth, Western Australia.
Oh.
Hello, Nick. Thank you for joining. How are you? Oh, yeah, it's the Ashes this year, isn't it?
I can't say I've. No, I guess I haven't looked into it. You didn't know when you started this that your entire viewing audience would be Perth, Australia, did you?
I don't mind.
No.
I don't mind where people come from. They come along, they join in, ask questions if they want to. Just be respectful of everybody and enjoy yourself. If you want to take the piss, please feel free. Because there will be accidents. I will stab myself at least once. I will lose at least one part. I will probably have to fabricate another part at least once. Because that's the way I roll.
Well,
Not because I'm crap, it's just because I keep losing stuff.
so in that bit where you were explaining all your little greeblies and bits and pieces and everything else, I was madly looking for my Photo-etch. I misplaced it before we began, so yeah, I'm off to a good start. It was in the instructions, in the center of the instructions, so
Yay, so you found them.
crisis averted.
Priceless.
NATO black, I think. Oh no.
What you done?
Well, again, missing a part already. So these seats have, Steph explained to me, sitting out the side of the head box are two little tubes, pipes.
Yep.
So these ones there, as you can see them there. Right.
Yep.
And they're little resin jobbies. On this one there, so as you explained to me there, it's part of the air conditioning system. It comes through the head box.
Yep.
Right. Anyway, my little tiny resin ones, one went ping when I was removing it from its former. So one has one each side and the other seat has one on the left side. Right. And that little pause there, took Steph advice and got a little, a G string from a guitar. Because it's the right size and it's corrugated and stuff. So I'm going to replace, the missing one with a little bit of brass there when I get to it. And I'm looking around going, oh, I've lost it already. Anyway, just by talking through it, I found it. So hooray.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll put that up here so I don't miss it again. And I'll just keep painting the seat up. So, NATO black. I've got your theme music in my head.
Yes, that is the Armourer's song.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and it's very, very, very rude.
Oh, the lyrics you mean?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yep, gunnies and gunnies the world over.
If it's not rude, we're not interested. Look, got another comment, and this one is from Stratus Strong. G'day, saying hello from the other side of Australia, from Sydney.
Oh.
Thank you very much for joining us, gents. It's always good to get other people on. Go, John.
I'm north of Sydney. I'm in Newcastle, New South Wales, about 150, about 100 odd miles north of Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cut these hoops off. They looked oversized anyway, so I'm happy for them to go.
Right,
F-35. F-35 have a similar system on the left-hand side of the seat as oxygen as well as communication and the wiring for the helmet, camera and projector and all that stuff. It all comes through one pickup and it's a quick disconnect. It's much better than the Hornet was.
Well, it's Martin Baker, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, there you go then. It's not the crappy Aces 2 seats. Oh, they're horrendous, they are.
Yeah. Hornets had a big plug on the side there with about 140 pins in it, and every month or so, somebody, whether it be groundy or aircrew, would bend the pins, have the plug misaligned.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a bugger to fix.
That's Aces 2 seats.
Yes.
Aren't they?
We had a.
They're not Martin Baker.
No, ours are Martin Baker.
No. on the F16. Was it the F16 you were talking about just now?
No, F18 Hornet.
F18. They are Ace's 2 seats. They're not Martin Baker seats.
Ours are.
Yours are, were they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting because Martin Baker has always had that connector on all of their seats ever since. Ooh, what was it? I can't remember now. I think it's the Phantom, the Mark 8.
Yeah.
I believe.
Ours were different again. This was a mod that we incorporated a few years ago now called Jahamix, Joint Helmet Mounted Queuing System. So it's like what they have in the F-35, but it's a simpler version of it. So the pilot will have a projection in front of his eyes.
So that's some crap the Aussie Air Force has decided going on. I got ya.
Sweet. So for the viewers, I'll just explain. I was Royal Australian Air Force until about 6 months ago. I've just been medically discharged with a spinal problem. And yeah, it's 27 years avionics on Hercules and Orions, then Classic Hornet, then F-35. So I'm pretty much retired now. I'll be looking for work shortly, though.
Nice. So give me a sec. We'll go into that bit more and Mo.
Sure.
We've got Sprue and Glue's in. Good morning, all. Good morning, Sprue and Glue. Good to see you on. I was watching you the other day. If you've not seen his channel, go check him out.
I will. I'll make a note right now.
Not too shabby at all.
Oh, pencil. There we are.
Picking hell. Come on, Steph. Sort your... Yeah. I've just realised now why I don't like doing 1/72 scale. It's too pig and fiddly.
Yeah. I'm finding I'm doing more 48. I used to work pretty much exclusively in 72nd, but they're getting harder to see.
Yeah. It's called old age, John.
Oh, I hate it. Lovely.
So, folks that are watching from the UK and Australia, what are you working on? What's on your benches? Let us know what you're up to, what you're diddling, what you're doodling. So then, right, I've got the tub out. I need number 5. Where's piece number 5? Yep, it's not on there. Not on there. There we go. And Sprue and Glue says, "Oh, thanks, bud. You're very welcome." We've all got to help each other out.
Oh, yeah.
So I need that bit. Going to need that bit. Tell you, this plastic is very tinky, isn't it?
I haven't dabbled too much in the plastic so far.
Look at the flash on that bugger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrendous.
There we go.
Great.
Come on.
Right. Number 7. Okay. So let's get these all cleaned up. We can get these onto the fairy plane. Take all the excess off because it's the amount of flash on here is unbelievable. Considering it's not really that old a kit.
No.
But I say that. If you're going to buy a 30-second scale one, don't buy a Revell one. Because what's happened, this underneath piece here, all the detail from around here has disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely no detail there whatsoever. So, oh, crumbs. Bench EE Lightning F Mark 6. Oh, what scale? Because I know somebody over there who's building a 1/48th Airfix one.
Yeah.
Paul Marley, 1/32 Tamiya Mark 9 Spitfire. Oh, yes, we've seen that. That is looking good. That is. Stratus says, I am going to start a Salvador Dali style art of Sydney for a friend in the UK, since my real name is Salvador and I am also an artist and she loves Sydney. Oh, nice. Oops, 1/100.
Oh, the Tamiya one.
English Electric F 1/100.
Yes. They have a series of aircraft that's just popped up on the shelf of
Oh,
Buccaneer.
right, okay.
All these things are I think about 7, maybe 10 series, 1/100 scale. Yeah. Mine's a bit bigger. But yeah. Where was I? Okay.
Because I look out for those. So I do like the frightening.
I've been told they're very nice kits. I have not built one. They're very cheap.
We have somebody who's making one on here, so ask him. Mr. Sprue, are you enjoying the build of the 1/100th Tamiya English Electric Lightning?
Very cheap. They're about on 10 Australian dollars, 11
He
maybe.
says Tamiya, yeah. It was sent as a gift. All right, cool. Can you not get them in this country?
I don't know.
Have to have a look out for those. Because if they're only about a tenner, I might have to purchase one.
Well, if you can't find one, I'll send you one.
Oh, thank you very much, matey.
What if I just send you one anyway?
Oh, no, don't. It's fine. It would cost more in bloody postage than the actual kit itself. So if I can't get one, then I'll give you a shout and I'll send you the money for the postage and the kit. Because no, sure. I won't have you paying for that because it's going to cost you about $20-30 to post that over here.
Oh, we'll find out. Okay. It's an instrument panel. Oh, there we are. Six.
There we go. So, any more comments? Sprue says a very nice build, loads of detail and recessed panel lines. Oh, cool. He also goes on to say Moss sent it to me, and he said he paid about $5 on Fleabay. Oh, cool. I will have to have a butcher's. Come back, Teddy. I'll have to have a butcher's for that. But don't tell Swimbo.
No.
Will you be doing things like arm and leg restraints on it, John?
I don't believe so. I'll see what's in the kit.
Yeah.
No. No, it's got Photo-etch belts, but no leg restraints. I wouldn't see them anyway at this car.
Yeah, you would.
You would?
Yeah, of course you would.
Very strangely on this kit, so the guy in the back, what do you call him on a
The
Tornado?
navigator.
He's a navigator, okay.
Well, sort of, sometimes.
Yeah,
Usually
like a
balanced.
Wizzo. It would be a nav. Yeah. Anyway, one piece aft cockpit instrument panel, but Edward wants you to cut it in half and then put in a bit of PE on the top and a bit of PE in the bottom, and then put them in separately. The bottom half first, and then the top half goes on with the combing. So I don't know why they want to do that, because they'll just marry up again. But I'll follow the instructions, because there must be a reason for it.
So you've lost me, mate. Which part?
The aft instrument panel.
Yeah.
It's a single piece, but Edward, for their Photo-etch, they want you to slice it in half and then do two halves. So it's got the bottom of it there and the top of it there. But yeah, they want the plastic separate.
Okay.
I'll just do what they say. Where'd they go? Right. Why does it not do that?
Right. So, any more comments? No more comments at the moment. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Really appreciate that. So just so you know, I'm just sat here building with John, because my cockpit's already done. That's the Aries one from one I built many moons ago, and then my dog decided to chew it up, and that's all that was left of it. So I'm utilizing all the bits, but here I'm just building the cockpit up just to keep John company. So I don't want him feeling left out.
Thanks, mate.
You're more than welcome. You are kidding me. They've got little pegs that go in little holes. I can get one in. I can't get the other one in unless I really... There we go. But it really is skew with. Number 10. Oh, here we go. No, that's number 11. Where's number 10? Why do they not have the corresponding parts next to the other part?
Yeah, I know. It's all over the shop in this one, isn't it? There we go.
Sprue and Glow says, remember the thumbs up, peeps? Oh, yes, please, if you wouldn't
Well, yeah.
mind. That'd be awesome. So instead of the dog ate my homework, it's dog ate my fuselage. Oh, not our Stratus. I also had the original slats and flaps for it as well. So I had the resin wings with the slats and the flaps on it. And I was absolutely gutted because you can't get hold of those for the Tornado anymore.
Mm.
Well, you haven't been able to get hold of them for a while.
Hey, viewer Paul Marley over in Perth. I was looking at a Hong Kong Models 148 B25J, the glass nose one today. Are you going to say no? Oh, crap. Oh, no, he just messaged me and said he's gone to dinner. I probably told you this story, Steph, but I'll tell the rest of the guys. In the Air Force, over a number of years, I was with Hercules over in the Middle East and at an American base in Qatar. And at the end of the strip, the RAF were there with their Tornadoes, and we had to go past their aircraft to get around to a compound so we can load flare to the magazines and everything else. Anyway, going around there one day, me and my avionics dudes are in a vehicle and we pull up to their little rag hangar where they are, and I said, "Oh, dam busters." To which another guy in the car cracked up laughing and said, "Oh, they were Lancasters, you idiot." I said, "Yeah, but this is 617 Squadron. They're still around." He said, "How do you know that?" I said, "They have a red lightning bolt on top of the tail."
Mm-hmm.
And he just went down the window and called out to one of the other guys servicing the aircraft, "Hey, what squadron are you guys?" And he said, 617, dam busters. And he just looked at me and said, "You're taking the piss. Like, you guys have set me up, haven't you?" I'm just like, "No." Like, it's a dam busters aircraft. They're still around. And he didn't believe me at all.
No. I'll be honest with you. I would not like to work on that squadron.
No, I've heard bad things in that. Like, I worked with a couple of guys at X. Well, one of them was X617. He was F-35 with them, and he came over to Australia and worked, changed over to our Air Force. And another guy was X2 Squadron Tornadoes, and he said, well, he calls them 6-1 Spit because apparently there's a bit of a thing where they get all the gravy apparently and all the good trips, and they're not liked by the other squadrons. I've heard. I don't know.
No, what it is. Now, when you go on a squadron, squadron patches. You know all about squadron patches, don't you?
Sure do.
Right. So you go onto this bunch of idiots, and ground crew are not allowed to wear a squadron patch that has either got the squadron crest or the lightning bolt on their name badge.
Why is that?
Because the aircrew have never let them. They're not allowed to.
Okay. What about esprit de corps and morale and pride and all that?
It's got nothing to do with it. They are so much up their own backsides.
Yeah. Okay.
Ridiculous. And I'll be honest, we had a great bunch of aircrew on 15. There was, you probably know, 3 of them. John Peters and John Nicol, the two that were on the front of the
Oh.
Sun after getting beaten up in the first Gulf.
Yes.
Yeah, I know those two. And also, my biggest claim to fame, you know Pablo Mason, the guy with the big handlebar mustache from the Gulf, from the first Gulf. You'll probably
No,
recognise him. Go flicking through
probably.
stuff. He also became a pilot for BMI. And he
Okay.
famously got the sack for allowing a footballer onto the flight deck because he was petrified of flying, and the only way he invited him on to help him get over it, but he got the
Right.
sack for it because you're not allowed to. It was it was post 9/11, so people weren't allowed on. But yeah, I was doing a see off, and I'm stood above him, handing him his straps so he can strap in and get ready. So he does that, and as I'm pulling his back pad up for him, he does no more than lean forward, pulls his safety pin out of his seat, and puts it in the stowage. Does no more than pull my hand back and slap him so hard.
Huh.
My hand stung for about 2 hours afterwards.
Right.
And the look he gave me, as if to say, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And I just looked at him and went, "Put your effing pin back in, sir." And he just got very, very embarrassed very, very quickly. Bless his cotton socks. So there's the cockpit. Neat. And look at that. Already painted.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
I'll have mine done by the time we meet again.
I'm going to have to do lots of things to this because take these out, a bit more room. Get my tweezers out because I need to take this cotton out, this white cotton and this blue cotton. Because that's what I use for arm and leg restraints.
Okay. Well, you'll have to show me that later on.
I've got some really fine lead wire that I'm going to use.
Wait, can we zoom in on your screen for a moment, please?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to see?
What you're talking about, the leg restraints.
Well, you know what leg restraints are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got, all I did was put some blue and white cotton in there, but it's gone all fluffy because it's been sat there for ages. So all I'm going to do is put some, I've got to re-glue the control column back in, and then I've got some really fine wire that I can use.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that. There's the
Nice.
nav console, and with wires in the back. Yeah. So that will sit on top of. There you go. There's a nose gear bay. And she's got it's covered in flash too. Oh, let me just bring myself back down.
Yay.
Quick tidy up. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I remember doing this. It was so thin. This bit was.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? There it is. I'll use this bit. So I'll take that front cockpit section off, front of the fuselage. Start doing some measuring.
So all I'm doing here is removing the surface detail from the instrument panels to put the Photo-etch instrument panels down. So it's not rocket science, just necessary.
Right, so let's start taking stuff off here then. Out with a saw. Went through that like a hot knife through butter.
It is pronounced butter. There's a couple of T's in there.
Butter.
Ah,
There we go. I love those razor saws.
so show me again. I wasn't paying attention. What type of razor saw do you have? One of those. Yeah, I do not.
They are so good. They're good for all the small stuff. And I have a one of these for larger areas.
Yes, I have one of those.
Yeah.
I have this one. It's Artesania Latina. It's basically a PE thing, but it's very cheap, about $20 and lots of different blades. I've only used the one, but it's wonderful as well. So it's that blade there, very fine teeth.
I've got something similar.
Mhm.
Where are we? They're not where they are. They are hiding away. So I've got these from somebody called Try Tool, and they're quite nice as well, getting into really, really small places.
Oh.
Up, Mr. Bridge is in. Shag start. Hey up, Shag out. How are you, Mr. Bridge? Oh, yeah, Mark, are you coming down on the Wednesday or the, sorry, I'll rephrase that. Are you coming down for the wedding on the Monday or are you staying overnight on the Monday night?
$64.
Try and keep it in the camera frame as much as possible. I'm sorry if I keep dropping out.
No, I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm looking down, not up.
Yeah.
But, you know, can't imagine we're going to get that many people. We're not going to have the numbers that Plasmo and all that have.
Oh, God,
But
no.
that's okay.
And also, we are doing
Crap.
it during the day.
Hmm.
Speak for yourself. I'm average.
Yes, I love being average modeler.
Right, it's now that I can't get that in close enough. So this is where these little tinkers come in. Let's move that out of the way. No, you screw that lid on first, Steph. There we go. Let me check this. Looking good. Don't need a bit of a file down in there.
Ah,
Don't you just love it when somebody says hello, you reply to them, ask them a question, and they totally ignore you?
yeah.
Mr. Bridge.
Oh.
Right, out with the tape.
All right.
Does yours come with a pitot probe moulded?
Yeah, it would
Sorry,
be.
the AOAs.
AOA? Yes.
They're yeah. So is this. I don't like them. So
It's very small though.
yeah. They've already got bent, so I'm going to snip them off.
Yeah.
Get rid of them because I've got spare ones that I can use.
Are they the same left and right?
Yep, they all go in the same place.
No, meaning like I've got one that sits, pokes out, looks right on this side, but I think the other side is broken off.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, because like on a Hornet, the angle of attack vanes are different on each side. Yeah. It's all to do with air-to-air refueling, and yeah, they kept on knocking one side off with the basket.
Right, let's undo all this.
Ooh.
We'll put the cockpit in.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I can feel it.
It's so small.
No, this bloody cockpit tub is going to be way too big. All right. So. Great. Lots of filing. And then there's going to be lots of blooming filling as well.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. If I want to use this tub, I'm going to have to do that. So on here, I've already taken out that bit there.
Yeah.
And I've got to take out, now I've got to take out that section there.
Oh, okay. So
I've got to be really, really careful because otherwise I'm going to snap my bloody blade.
don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, that's going to be lots and lots of filler in there. If that's you, Bridge, you know I'm on a live show and I'm not going to answer you now. I bet you
Couple
any
of
money
extra
it is.
comments there, Steph.
Oh, no, it's not. Somebody else. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Paul. Oh,
Yes, a couple more comments, please, Steph.
Give me a sec. Nick W. Can't be bothered with Plasmo. I'm a returning modeler that made Monogram and Hysterex in the late 80s as a 12-year-old with oils and a bunch of stuff to make matte and gloss finish. Cool. Nice. My first acrylic was Testers in a square glass bottle. Hopeless if you dared touch. Taking a perfect fingerprint. Oh, God, yes, did it ever. Thanks for being average. No, you're more than welcome, Nick. If you have a look at all of my videos, there is at least one cock up per show. Oh, I've made so many mistakes over the past.
But I love how you leave them in.
Yeah, I always do. Yeah. The reason I don't go down the route of Plasmo and Night Shift, even though he's an amazing modeler.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't show his cock-ups. And people look at it, especially people like Nick, who's a returning modeler, looks and goes, I can do that, and then fails. And it puts people off. People go, oh, I'm trying to encourage people and say, look, I make cock-ups, I make fuck-ups. You can make cock-ups, you can make your model how you want to make it. If you want to make a Tonka with everything wrong and a bright green with purple spots paint scheme, go for it. Fill your boots. You do what you want to do and ignore the haters. Yeah, because you don't see them sticking their stuff out. Yeah, they just sit behind their keyboard and give you grief.
Yeah, it's got to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Why we do it?
Much. Oh yeah.
You know, nothing to stress about. This is what we do to relax. There's no point getting all. Mind you, I don't mind like rivet counting and all that sort of stuff. There's certain kits I want to put extra detail into or whatever. If I don't want to, I don't want to. I do me every time. You know, I build for me and no one else. I don't enter competitions. I haven't. I've entered one, and that was in the early '90s, and I won. But I just haven't. It's not a thing I do.
No.
Build for me.
Mean, it's like this. I'm going to build this as close as possible as I can make it to what I did. Not because some bloke somewhere doesn't like what I do. Like, tough titties, matey. This is me. Oh, good Lord, yeah. I remember once I was on Brit Modeler and there was a guy on there and he's going on about tonkers.
Mm.
And somebody said, what is the colour of a RAF Tornado? What is the colour of the floor of an RAF Tornado? And I said, it's dark sea grey, and then you've got a black rubber mat underneath the seat. And this bloke pipes up, no, you don't. I went, yeah, you do. He went, I've never seen one. And I said to him, so how many tornadoes have you seen? How many tornadoes have you worked on? I haven't worked on any. How many have you worked on? I said, well, I've done about hundreds of see-offs and see-ins and turnarounds and stuff like that. Oh, but it's still not the right colour. You still got it wrong. I'm like, you what, mate?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, really? Well, just go away and grow up.
Yeah.
People, even if they're proved wrong, they're not wrong.
This is telling me to paint the floor. Yeah. Where the rubber, well, under the rudder pedals is brown violet.
It actually had a black mat there.
Yeah. So I'll be painting mine black.
Oh, by the rubber pedals. By the rubber pedals was grey.
Well,
the brown colour was German.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I believe the Germans had that colour.
Right. Dum.
So what you're building today, guys, that's Mark Broadwith. Hello, Mark. Mark, I believe, is the owner, operator of Tornado Scale Model Parts. He's got a vast array of additional bits that I only found the other day. And I've just sent him all my stuff on the Wendy Type W loader that we used. So he's got all the scale plans and everything for it, because he does a lot of 3D stuff, and it's very, very nice. And I'm like, nom.
Nom.
Yes, very much nom, 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 nom. I just wish I had a lot more money. Right, so it may get a bit noisy, folks, and if it does, I'm really sorry. Scale model parts, not just tonkers. Ah, cool. Ooh. There you go. So go check him out. Mark, chuck your web address details in there. If you go on to Facebook, I believe he's on Facebook as well. Let me have a look. I should be able to put it. Where are we? There we go. Where are we? Right, scalemodelparts.co.uk. So pop that in there.
Time for a second note.
If YouTube lets me.
Dun, dun.
There you go. That's his web address. Go check him out.
I certainly will.
Right, time for a bit of sanding. There's my glass. Yep. There you go. Now that's the big bit. I want a big bit. Where's the small bits gone? Oh, look, I've already used that. No, I can't use that. I've lost me small bits of glass.
Oh, I don't have them here, I'm afraid.
No. Oh well. I just have to use this, because what I normally do is put a piece of glass down if I'm sanding something, just especially if it's a flat surface.
Yeah.
Just got to take a bit of this off down.
Yeah. So I have a little square tile that I use for cutting photo etch. I've lost it as well, so don't know.
See how that bit goes in as well. Cool, that sits in nicely. So I'm going to end up doing a bit of there, filling there and there. So just get some plastic card, fill that up. Now I've got to knock this down. That seems okay.
Oh,
there we go. Now this is where I cut myself. Oh, good in result. Oh, I just thought of something.
Yeah, good or bad?
Not too shabby actually. So, using my Photo-etch bender. Let's get that screw along there, and then just I've got to take this. No, it's not big enough. Let's see how this goes.
Doesn't like that. Come on.
See if this fits. Eek. No, that's not going to fit right. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Because we love it.
Because we're pagan idiots. Is that? Please tell me that's plugged in. Yep. I'm just going to go quiet for a bit.
Righto.
I'm going to be grinding. Mark Broadworth says you now have another subscriber. Thank you very much, Mark. It's very good of you. Really appreciate that. So give me a sec. I'm just going to go mute.
do
'cause
that.
I'm going to be grinding.
Dum dum dum. Oh God, I've got this theme music in the head. Come on. Here we go. Do a time check. About half an hour left, I'd imagine. Oh,
I'm back. What
oh
happens
hello.
when I click the right button?
I remembered, although you were muted, you'd still be able to hear me, so I didn't talk behind your back. Oh, come on. You'd think Edward would make their Photo-etch fit onto their resin, wouldn't you?
Oh yes, of course you would.
I do like them. They are a bit of hit and miss sometimes with some of their stuff. I'll continue to support them, I think, just because, you know, they're good stuff, but sometimes there's some bits of photo which I just think, I don't know why I'm even bothering with this. Like, you know, the Vulcan, all the interior. I knew I wouldn't see it, but yeah, I still did it anyway.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So again, like you're talking about, you know, social media and stuff. I put photos of that on. I think it was Airfix group, a Facebook page. One of the guys was like, you know, why'd you bother that? Waste of time. I just thought, well, because this whole hobby is a waste of time. That's what we do.
Yeah.
You know. At the end of every year, I look back at what I've made in the previous year and think I've wasted all that time. I could have just read a couple of Charles Dickens books and stuff like that. But yeah, I should read more. But I'm loving this hobby, and I'll do it while I can because yeah, it's going to get harder to do.
Yep. And the well-being with this
Oh yeah,
is
absolutely.
immense. It helps so much. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Come on, get in there. Now you were telling me a couple of weeks ago, Steph, that the shoulder straps are crossed over above the head box of the seat. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yeah. That is a contention.
Okay.
It all depended who taught you.
Right.
So it would either go I was taught if I go, not that one. Where's my other seat? Oh no, don't tell me. Here it is. Right. So I'm just going to go full screen so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go into that, Mark Broadwith says it's my favourite waste of time. Oh yes, very much so. Right, so the way they have it in the kit is straps come down there into the seat and rest in the seat. The only time you ever saw that was just after the pilot got out, because they're lazy gits and they just climb out. So you'd come along, do your bits, and then they would cross. Just you see on the head box.
Yes.
Where they cross, and there's a couple of gaps at the back near the gun that you just bend them over and park them in. So they would sit in there, and then they would cross. So when the pilot gets in, he just sits down. You're stood above him. Let me do that. You're stood above him, and you lift those up and drop them down over his shoulders.
Right.
So yeah, the lap straps will go in a bit, and I'll do those.
Very nice.
Thank you. Let's do it there. I'm just getting the PE bender. Put a bit of sandpaper in that, allows me to sand that bit. So let's bring. There we go. Right, how long are you okay to go on for?
Well, as long as you like.
Okay, I'll do a couple of hours, yeah?
Sure. You know how you're using a grinder earlier, Steph?
Yeah.
Is it a good app?
You what?
Is it a good app? I haven't used it myself.
Don't use that grinder.
Oh, okay. Oh, my mistake.
I was using my grinder.
Ah, oh, right. Sorry about that.
I'm getting married in August. Why would I be using grinder?
Oh, I heard it's legal now.
What is grinder anyway?
I hear on good authority it's a male-to-male dating app.
Okay, no. Not my cup of tea, mate.
To each their own, I say.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, Siri. I think Siri thinks I'm getting on Grinder.
Oh dear. And we've got proof of it.
What's that?
You're using grinder and Siri put you on grinder.
That's it.
So if Bronwyn finds out, you can actually say, well, actually, I was taking a piss out of Steph.
Yeah, but you know, when she walks in the room and then I've got more explaining to do.
Don't worry, you can just point it to the video.
The video. Oh, yes. That video. Dun, dun, dun. I find now if I need to burp, then I have to check that the mute button actually worked.
I'm a little bit worried about this undercarriage, this nose wheel.
Those there we are. All right. I'm going to go off screen for 30 seconds and go and grab a beer from the fridge. Bear with.
Why the hell not?
Would you like one?
No, I don't drink.
Oh, good to hear. Back in a moment.
So if anybody's got any questions they want to ask, pop them in the comments.
And back.
Hey, welcome back. Oh, what you got?
4X gold.
Ugh. Castlemaine.
Yeah, pride of Queensland, apparently.
Ugh. What does it taste like?
Like an angel crying on your tongue.
Ew.
No, it's not bad. It's free. My wife works as in a motel, so people leave stuff in their rooms, and she brings the alcohol home. That's why we're married.
I'm sure there are different reasons, but that's not the only one.
Nah, she's fantastic at bringing beer home. Oh, that's right. I was wondering why that was loose because I haven't glued it. Because my camera doesn't focus too well, what I'll do next time we play online will be I'll have some photos that'll be in focus, and I'll switch to my camera and show people what I'm up to in better detail. But yeah, the camera I bought, oh, it is in focus. Oh, let me have a look. No.
Cool.
What if I?
It should
No, it doesn't
help.
focus.
It should do.
Try that again from back here. Not so much. Nope. Nope. Oh well. Yeah, so I'll take photos next time. Oh, we have a comment from Pombuilt Modelling.
Pombuilt Modelling, hello from Newcastle. Hello, Pombuilt Modelling. How you doing?
Which Newcastle?
I would suggest by the name, it's the one near you.
Yes, but yeah, let's find out. Because I'm in Newcastle, Australia. I wonder if Queensland have to change their name to Kingsland now.
Random.
Queenslanders are. Right. Oh, this does have leg straps.
Yep.
Are they blue?
Sorry?
Were the leg straps blue?
The leg straps were blue. The arm restraints were white, I believe. I think you'll have to double check that one.
Yep, there are leg straps. Alrighty. Seat belts. Yes, it's so small. The light on? No, light's on now. Dum, dum, dum. Now, Steph, if you can just look at this for a moment. So I've got Photo-etch seat belts. Look, what I'm going to change camera.
Right. No, keep just you'll be fine there.
Okay. All right. So what it's asking. See if we can get in there. All right. So I've got these ones here that here it's saying from the top of the head box, they're dropping straight down onto the seat cushion.
Yep.
And then there's the extra one, an extra piece there that goes on the head box.
Yep.
So I'm not even sure which one's which.
Right. So follow that, but don't glue the bottom parts.
Mm,
Right. The first one you went to.
Yep.
Give me a sec. I've got the Desert Babes somewhere. Let me just go and get it. So I'll have the
Sure.
same instructions.
Does help if you're building a kit that one of the people you're talking to used to work on the aircraft. But you know, we could choose to be pedantic or just paint it pink if you like. So a recap from earlier. This is a kit that Steph and I are building. It's the Revell 72nd scale Tornado GR1. The same plastic was reissued by Edward last year as Desert Babes. So I'm using this kit to do that version.
Right then. So if I go full screen, oh, got some
Yes.
comment. Pom Built Modelling is from Newcastle in Australia, so it's near you. Mark tells me I'm out of focus. Thank you, mate. I noticed that. Pom Built Modelling, found your link on the Newcastle and Hunter region scale modelers page. Cool. Thank you very much for joining. Thought I'd drop in and say hello. Hello, Pom Built. How you doing? Mark goes, so did I, but at the other end. And mind you, at the time, they were just on paper, rolling on the floor laughing. Right then, so I'm going to go full screen. And
Yes.
Where are we? Where's my cursor? There it is. So if I go full screen. Right, so this bit here.
Yes.
So that glue that bit there and those two bits to where it says. Yep.
Yep.
Then this bit, P22. Glue that bit there and then glue it to the rest of this. Yep.
Yep.
But do not glue that to the seat, because from that bit there, these will then fold back and cross over the head box.
Okay. All right.
Where are we? That is the shoulder pads. It's all built into one behind the pilot.
Right.
Yeah. So you've already done this bit here.
Yes.
That whole bit folds up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're molded into the seat.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Actually, looking at this, should we change it to the Desert Babes?
Why?
Yeah, why not?
No, but you've got your tub made up already.
The amount of work I've got to do to get that tub to fit properly is going to be horrendous. That's something I'm going to leave for another day. So all the other stuff I'm going to use. So I'll use all the seats and everything from the Desert Babes, because that has got some really, really nice PE in it.
It's good value for money, this kit. The amount of extras you get in it is, it's pretty good. It's not that much more expensive than a standard Revell issue of the same kit.
No, it's not, because you've got all that PE. So you've got your bang handles, all your seat bits, all your combings, everything else. Plus you've got two what look like very, very nice seats.
Yes. Yeah.
And you've got the wheels.
Lots of stuff to make you go cross-eyed.
Oh yeah. Yes. And a lot easier than what I've got here. So yes, I think I'm going to be changing it a bit. Whoop whoop. Yeah, nothing like changing halfway through.
Well, it is the same kit. It's just the extra bling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I think it's
But
going to
yeah,
look better
you'll
than
have
this.
no problem getting that tub into the rest of it because it's made for it. So
Yeah. And these bits are actually made for that kit. Whereas this Aries tub was meant to have been made for that, but it's pants.
Yeah. It's pants.
Yep. It's big girls' pants. Right then. So I've now made that decision to change. So I'm still keeping a load of this stuff. It's like I'll probably keep these as well because they're exactly the same thing and they're already done.
Yeah.
So
You do you, Steph.
I am going to do me.
Lovely. This is nice. This will look good when it's when the tub's together. Like it's still got,
Yeah.
I've still got a way to go, but yeah, it's nice bits of detail. It's yeah. I think the colour's very pale. It's almost it's a ghost grey, but no, it'll look okay. Yeah.
Nick W says, do you each have a channel? No, just I at the moment. But keep your eyes out. You never know.
I have a Facebook page with my twin brother Paul. Public page. It's called Scale Modelling Twins. Modelling with a double L. And it's we're not on there all the time, but occasionally we post either what we're working on or what's interesting to us. But yeah, it's not total content all the time. It's just I do me when I want to do me, if that makes sense. So the Scale Modelling Twins. But I haven't uploaded any YouTube myself. Will we mention the Sunday shows? Your call.
Give me a sec. I'm just replying to somebody.
Okay. It's pants. You guys got colloquialisms unique. Not that we don't hear it's pants so much here.
I bet.
We swear more. Oh, excuse me.
So I need to put a lot of this stuff away. So seat, tub, tub. got the seats off the resin.
This must be riveting viewing.
So what time's it over there at the moment?
It is 9:58 p.m.
Okay. And there we go. There's one seat off.
Hooray!
Huzzah! For fuck's sake. It's only gone and broken one of the seats already.
Oh, which bit?
Front angle bit.
Oh, okay.
All right, where's me doop-a-doop?
Yeah, mine's still there. It won't be by the time I finish the tub, I don't think. Oh, come on! I dropped a bit of super glue in the back of a bit of PE, then dropped the PE, and I couldn't pick it up.
Oh, nice. So, cut. What time is it? Right, I think we've done 2 hours.
Yeah, you want to call it a day?
Yep, I'm going to call that a day because I've got stuff to do this afternoon.
Wonderful. All right.
Mark Baldwin says, at least my tubs just drop straight in. Oh, I'm going to have to go and have a look.
Yeah.
Mark says, TTFN, my lunch hour is over. Okie dokie, Mark, you take care. Speak to you soon.
That's 2 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
It's been fun,
So,
Steph.
Thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to talk about the Model Hero stuff as a lot of the guys here won't be able to view it. Not because we don't want them.
No, the Sunday show goes out.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Model Hero Sunday show, 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, which is what time your time?
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 p.m. No.
7.
6 p.m.
It changed with daylight savings a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So it's 6 p.m. your time, 9 a.m.
Yes.
our time.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Sundays,
come and join
models.
us.
Yeah, Models for Heroes on YouTube. It's have a bit of banter, talk about what people are working on, and yeah, it's a gallery of what the volunteers and beneficiaries of Models for Heroes do, and there's some amazing work there. It's worth dropping in. But Steph has very kindly asked me to be a regular presenter on that, and I've been doing that for a while now.
So come and join us for, as they say, shits and giggles. We have a lot of fun doing it. It keeps us out of trouble on a Sunday morning.
And evening.
Yeah. Just means that we don't have to go to church. Oh, sorry, did I say that? Sorry.
Oh, said it out loud.
I slipped out. Right, so if you'd like to say a tatty bye, John.
Uru. Been a pleasure, Steph. I'll see you next time.
Yep. See you next time. You okay for Friday?
Absolutely. Just give me a
Cool.
hoy.
We will be back on again Friday, 11, probably till about 1 o'clock again. So take care. stay safe, keep modelling, and see you later. Bye.
See ya.